Hey, what's up, ladies? It's Jason, Zombie Collector. Yep, we're doing another one, guys. Little deep thoughts and slab cards. I need to get through them. So I'm going to have a couple topics I'm going to hit up real quick. You know, with the world we live in and the climate we're in, I don't want to be too. I don't want this to be an opinion piece because you just never know, man. You just never know. I want to be careful. Just, just talk about some of the headlines and some of the news stories, and you just kind of put it where you want. You just let it marinate. I read some of the information in the most recent news stories about the baseball, talking about the commissioner of baseball, the real commissioner, not the fake YouTube commissioner we have here, and um, millionaires and billionaires still crying and whining about their money. I mean, I'm like over it. I'm so over it. I mean, literally, if I had my biggest worry in America right now was that I wasn't getting $8 million, but I'm going to get $6 million. I wish that was awesome. I wish that was the worry I had to have. I wish that was the worst thing I had to worry about was that my $8 million was going to be put down to $6 million. You know, both of them they're like playing a game of chicken where you have two cars coming right at each other and see which one swerves at the last second to avoid hitting each other. But right now they're still just playing the chicken. You know, and the only people who are losing is us. I don't know why the players and maybe some to the owners as well, but the players aren't willing to like see the bigger picture. I mean, you got to think about it. You got people who do like who work at the stadium, people who do cleanup, people who do like custodial, people who do the food and the maintenance. You have people who do the ticket offices and the back offices and all that. These people cannot get a paycheck either because you're being a bunch of brats crying about your millions. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous that this is still going on. And then like some of the people that are like talking, like the Tony Clarks and the Blake Snells and all these other people talking, just like Jameson Talion or whatever. All they're talking about is, if you want us to play in these conditions, we need our money. You're putting us and our families in danger. I'm like, are you kidding me right now, dude? Are you kidding me, people? There's people right now working at Kroger, working at a gas station, working at White Castle, flipping burgers, who are getting paid $9 an hour, who are working and taking it home to their family, maybe. Are you kidding me right now? Like, the nerve these guys have is like unbelievable. I mean, I just want to go and punch each one of them in their nuts. It is so ignorant, like literally ignorant, that these guys that are all millionaires are complaining that they could bring home a sickness to their family. I bet those exact same jagoffs are playing baseball with their buddies, shooting hoops, going to the grocery store, hanging out with their family and friends with no care in the world. But when it comes to playing baseball, whoa, 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 I don't want to get sick. I don't want anything to happen. I bet they're out there at Memorial Day flipping hamburgers on the grill with their family and friends. I bet they weren't like locked in their basement for the last 4 months. Give me a break. You guys are a bunch of lion sacks of monkey nuts. It is mind-boggling. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Next, NBA basketball, talking about kneeling. I watched today, I read that you have all these like woke news reporters. I put reporters in quotes because they're really just opinion editors now. And, woke college professors saying, how can the NBA not let people kneel? Even though it's been in a rule since 1981 that you were to stand respectfully during the national anthem. But now they're trying to change the narrative so that way the NBA feels pressure to let people kneel. And even if the kneeling thing does or doesn't happen, you still have all these basketball players of importance saying, I don't know if we're even going to play this year, everybody, or pick up the season where we left off because our demands aren't being met, and we don't think that you're going to give us enough money for our SJW causes, and we want rainforests in Antarctica, and we want beaches in Nebraska, and we want a rainforest in Alaska as well. And we want the penguins to be put with lasers on their back so they can shoot lasers at sharks and whales that try to eat them. I mean, it is mind-boggling. Like, literally, just do whatever you want to do on your time. No one's telling you can't do it. Why are we getting there, guys? What is going on here? I mean, because if you're making exceptions, let's think about this. If we take this, let's extrapolate this out, right? If you're saying at certain jobs you are able to do whatever you want to support your cause, and if you're not able to do that, you can hold them like accountable and try to cripple them down until you meet their ridiculous request, then where does it stop? When can the McDonald's workers, and when can the people who work at Walmart's, or the guys who work at the hardware stores, or the swimming pool cleaners, because when they start making demands of their employers to do what they want, or else they quit, or they won't show up to work. When does that get to start happening? Because it only happens when you're a multi-millionaire moron. That's why everybody else has to go to work. And if they want to protest, they want to give money to causes, they do that on their own time. No one's telling you can't do that, but these people aren't doing it on their own time. They want to do it on their company's time. Like, get over yourself. And the only people to blame is us, because we keep taking it. If you don't open your eyes up, people, and start like really making a stand, then you are the problem. I even had one guy, I don't even know who it is. I'm not, even if I did, I'm not going to call him out by name. But on my last video, on his comments like, yeah, man, I agree with what you said, Jason. I'm getting so sick and tired of it. These people are ridiculous. It's making me mad. But I'm still going to watch them. I'm like, dude, are you even listening to yourself right now? Are you unaware? You're the problem. And everybody just like you is a problem. And you can be mad at me or whatever. I'm not really trying to call somebody out, but it is what it is. I mean, are you not even listening to what I'm saying in the world we live in? Like, dude, you should have kept that comment to yourself, because then, we don't know that you exist, even though you exist by times a million, but millions and millions of people, because everybody says that. Everybody's like, I'm sick and tired of the NFL, the NBA, the hockey, or NASCAR and golf or whatever. I'm upset with Starbucks and Target and this, that, and the other. But I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm going to keep on going back. It's like what we talked about before. I like getting punched in the face. I'm going to go back for another. That's because that's what they're doing. They're punching you in the mouth, and you just keep coming back for more. And this guy here admits to it. He's the reason why we're in the situation we're in. Because you have people like that guy who's like, yeah, man, screw these people. I'm done with them. They're ridiculous. Oh, what time is the football game on tonight? I got to watch that game. It's like, dude, seriously? And then lastly, before we get to the cards, that apparently now 19-year-old college kids can bring a university to their knees to tell their coach to get right and stop wearing news organization t-shirts that offend you. That's right, everybody. Apparently in Oklahoma, you're a football coach and you go fishing with your family or your friends, and you're a 19 or 20-year-old tailback superstar player who is running for a Heisman Trophy this coming year and the best in the nation can tweet a tweet that says, if this is what you're about, then I'm not complaining anymore. We got a problem here. And then you have to be brought to your knees because you wore a t-shirt that apparently isn't woke enough for you. It is mind-boggling that a 19-year-old kid can bring a football program and a school to its knees because you don't like a person's t-shirt. Are you kidding me right now? Don't play then. Go somewhere else. It's not like the guy was wearing a t-shirt that said anything offensive. It said One American News Network or something. Do I get to complain of CNN, the Clown News Network? Says stuff I don't agree with, and they're literally every day they're saying conspiracy theories, and they're making up news stories and not reporting the entire facts, and completely running with misinformation, or not fact checking before they put stuff out all the time. Literally, if you want to go right now, and this is not a plug, but it's a plug, go to Mr. Reagan, MR. and then Reagan, like Ronald Reagan. He has a new 10 fake news moments. I think actually it's 15, where he talks about this very thing, where it's nonstop. And I'm not trying to say that OAN or Fox, I'm not even an OAN watcher. I don't even watch OAN. Maybe once in a while I'll see a news story. But it's the fact that now we live in a world that you can't even support a news organization without somebody getting offended and then threaten that somehow I guess you're like a horrible person, you're a racist or something. I mean, like, what in the world? I mean, it's like unbelievable. So there we go. We got college football now. Apparently, in college football, your 19-year-old kids who were like literally having their mommies drive them to school 2 years before and dropping them off at the door of their little school now can go to a major university and demand that if things don't change with people's t-shirts, they're out. It is mind-boggling. Can you all just wrap your minds around this? Because what's next? High schools? Middle schools? Your kids' 5th grade chess club? I mean, that's where we're heading, people. That's where we're heading. It's not a joke. That's really where we're heading. It sounds like it's a Babylon Bee news story, except it's real. And the guy gets vilified, the coach, because all the left-leaning organizations want him to be that way. Instead of being like, it's a t-shirt. Apparently, sometimes they say things that upset people. Well, you can say that about every news organization currently in America, liberal, conservative, or other. It is mind-boggling. So you can't wear shirts, but you have some organizations like Starbucks that apparently is like requiring their employees to wear shirts of their political social justice leanings. So you have one tell you to take off a shirt. You have another organization tell you to put this shirt on regardless of how you may feel about it. Ridiculous, people. Let's move on to baseball cards. I think this was given to me as a gift. I'm pretty sure it was. I want to show it off again because it was in my slab stack, my flap stack. Got a Don Mattingly. I know I showed this off already. Super cool. I'm going to show it off one more time. 1990 All-Star or All-American Baseball Team. That is pretty nice. It is a Jim Mint. Near Mint. Sorry, 8. There's the back. It is not really his autograph. Don't get too excited. But it is a near mint 8. So there you have it. I got this in a care package. I can't remember if it was Jeremy or Reese or David. They've been hitting me up a lot. Those 3 guys hit me up out of the blue. So they've been really kind to me. So there's that. I did not have that card, so that's in my collection. So thank you for that. These you have not seen. These are all 3. The next 3 I bought. This is really cool. This is a 1991 Fleer. You're probably thinking, really, dude? The Bumblebee cards? Yes. But this is one I've never seen before. I thought it was really cool. It is a Nolan Ryan from the box, the hand-cut-out box panel. And I don't think I've ever seen this. It's as great as an authentic. It looks great, actually, I think. And here it says it's versus Oakland, June 11th, 1990. It was a no-hitter. And the Rangers were 5. They won 5-0. So this is cool. I've never seen this card before. Again, the back's just, the cardboard back. I thought it was really cool. Very different than what you're used to seeing. So there's that. I really like that card. Kind of like when I'm watching John Mangini. I just like, what he does too. He loves lots of oddball stuff. He just like talking about oddball cards. He likes to try to find the things kind of like off the radar from some stuff. And I think that's really cool. That's really cool of him to do that. It's kind of encouraged me until recently when I'm done with it to go get these cards and stuff, thinking that brings me to this card. This is another one. This is a 1983 Drake's. I believe Drake's was probably a grocery store maybe. I'm not for sure of Cal Ripken Jr., but this is a near mint to mint 8.5. I believe this is his like 30-year card maybe. 83. So I think he came out in 81, right? 82. So this is like a second or third year card. But an 8.5 is a pretty great on this. Pretty good grade. The back is pretty clean. You can see that. But I was really happy with this card right here. It looked really good. It was a good image of Cal Ripken. Again, I'd never seen this card before. Thought it was kind of unique looking. I'm not saying this car. I mean, all these cards I got for $1. By the way, every single one of them. I'm sure some of them were, like $4 total with shipping and things like that. But I didn't pay any more than $5 for each card, and every one of them was because the shipping was like $3 and change. But each one of these cards were just $1 a piece. So there's that. Third annual collector's edition, Drake's Big Hitters. And then lastly, pretty happy about this one. I'm probably the only one in the world that's happy about it, but that's okay. Is a 2002 finest Kazuhisa Ishii Gem Mint 10. There's your Gem Mint 10, right? Right there. So this card here, this is his rookie card. It says no Major League Baseball experience. So there you go. There is the back. I couldn't believe I got this card for $1. I mean, again, I say that, and I kind of know I can't believe it, because who else is buying this card for other than me and then maybe his middle school girlfriend? But there it is. This is a cool Topps Finest. I really like the design of this card. It has all the. I like how they have like a question mark. It looks like a question mark. Like, is this guy going to be any good or not? And the jury's out. So there you go. That's a question mark about Kazuhisa Ishii, who I saw pitch one time in Cincinnati when it was still Riverfront Stadium. Him and I believe Nomo. Nomo had came back, I believe, for one game for that season. And Ishii, I think they brought Nomo back because Ishii was their new sign, and they signed him over the winter, and they probably work with him a little bit. So I saw them both warming up, and I was like, Ishii-san, gambare, which means good luck in Japanese. And he looked up and was like, that's right, buddy. He's probably like, look at that round eye. He speaks some Japanese. Shocking. But anyways, guys, there it is. So hopefully this was an interesting video. Hopefully you all appreciate my perspectives. Leave me the comments below. I really appreciate, like I said, the feedback. But man, like I said, dude, the one thing I can just tell you guys, please, just say no. Like Nancy Reagan told us back in the 80s, just say no. Be over with this, man. Just be over with it. I mean, that's the only thing that people listen to. That's the only thing people care about. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I guarantee you, if millions of fans stop paying their money, stopped watching, stopped supporting them in any capacity, I'm talking about like literally the well is dry, those players and those teams and those owners and those whatever you want, those boards of directors or whatever else, they start singing a different tune. I guarantee it. You know why? Because money talks and everything else walks. And the only reason why they're doing it now is because people just accept it. They accept the fact that you could be called and labeled a horrible, terrible person and an awful person, and you should just keep your mouth shut and just let these like rich and powerful people do all the talking. That's what they believe. And if they're all of a sudden their money goes bye-bye, their song will be singing, they'll be singing a whole new song because they're going to want to bring people back. Look what happened to the NFL. That's a perfect example. The NFL was like in crisis mode because a big chunk of their population literally walked away. Will time tell? I don't know. I think the world we live in now is like it's actually probably going in their direction where they're like, if you make a stand for things like that, then you are a bad person. Instead of being like, no, I just want to watch sports. I don't care what your perspective on thing is. Just get out there and play. I'll get out and do my job. You get out and do your job. And then when I want to watch sports, I want to be entertained. And if I don't want to follow what you're doing with your own personal life, I won't. But if I do, then great. I'll follow you and support you, whatever it is. But that's not happening right now. They know because they know they have everybody where they want them. They want to teach and preach to everybody else, but they don't want to do any of the part. They don't want to do anything themselves. They want to tell you how your life and what you believe and what you think, how you live in your life is wrong. And that not only is it wrong, we're going to hold you hostage and captive until we get what we want from you people and from the owners and everybody else. And until you obey to what we want, we're not going to play. We're going to kneel. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're not going to show up and play. We're not going to do anything. The only thing people listen to, man, is that right there. And that's not a violin, that's money.